Yeah, look, they said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's only, you know I've been when W's only, you know. Yeah, look, they said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning, spinning. If you know, you know, I've been on a what? Mission. Go. Okay, let's get it. Got a little time on my hands like a wristwatch. I don't got time for the brakes and the pit stop. Race through the gridlock, take it like Chris Rock. Right to the chin, still win. Heavy metals like Slipknot. Got the driving, I got tunnel vision. I just hit my stride the way I run the business. I've been making paper like I'm Dunder Mifflin. See the end game, I got one division. Look, I don't ever bother with a critic. Hit him with a chronicle of Riddick. Boom, bottle full of Ritalin. I hit him with a little bit of riddle me this, riddle me that. My bad, fell asleep at the gas. No time to wait though. Elon Musk, I'm trying to bankroll. New Tesla just cause I say so. Electric whip like Ivan Van Gogh. I just did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, you know, I've been on a mission. Okay, let's get it.
I've been on a mission like totally spice. I'm my baddie, she bad, but she totally nice. Deals are blue en haar toes wil ik white. Ik compie niet met jou, dat is over mijn lijk. He knew it for sure, but he left with a why. Yeah, we live, but we destined to die. And you tell it on me, but I man, then I lie. I'm a lie. En ik voel me net Memphis de paai. En ik jag op de koot in de scene. Moest eigenlijk rennen, we lopen misschien. En ik wil niet eens kijken, mijn ogen die zien. En ze reden niet genoeg dat ik kopen we 10. Doof in de bean, hier co-star. I got 5 on my name, I got no star. Come to me just to see how my shows are.
They said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, you know, I've been on a what? Mission. Go. Okay, let's get it. Yeah, look, they said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, you know, I've been on a what? Mission. Go. Okay, let's get it. Got a little time on my hands like a wristwatch. I don't got time for the brakes and the pit stop. Race through the gridlock, take it like Chris Rock. Right to the chin, still win. Heavy metals like Slipknot. Got the driving, I got tunnel vision. I just hit my stride the way I run the business. I've been making paper like I'm Dunder Mifflin. See the end game, I got one division. Look, I don't ever bother with a critic. Hit him with a chronicle of Riddick. Boom, bottle full of Ritalin. I hit him with a little bit of riddle me this, riddle me that. My bad, fell asleep at the gas. No time to wait though. Elon Musk, I'm trying to bankroll. New Tesla just cause I say so. Electric whip like Ivan Van Gogh. I just did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, you know, I've been on a mission. Okay, let's get it.
I've been on a mission like totally spice. I'm my baddie, she bad, but she totally nice. Deals are blue en haar toes wil ik white. Ik compie niet met jou, dat is over mijn lijk. He knew it for sure, but he left with a why. Yeah, we live, but we destined to die. And you tell it on me, but I man, then I lie. I'm a lie. En ik voel me net Memphis de paai. En ik jag op de koot in de scene. Moest eigenlijk rennen, we lopen misschien. En ik wil niet eens kijken, mijn ogen die zien. En ze reden niet genoeg dat ik kopen we 10. Doof in de bean, hier co-star. I got 5 on my name, I got no star. Come to me just to see how my shows are.
They said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, you know, I've been on a what? Mission. Go. Okay, let's get it. Yeah, look, they said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, you know, I've been on a what? Mission. mission, go. Okay, let's get it. Got a little time on my hands like a wristwatch. I don't got time for the breaks and the pit stop. Race through the gridlock, take it like Chris Rock. Right to the chin, still win. Heavy metals like Slipknot. Got the driving, I got tunnel vision. I just hit my stride the way I run the business. I've been making paper like I'm Dunder Mifflin. See the end game, I got one division. Look, I don't ever bother with a critic. Hit him with a chronicle of Riddick. Boom, bottle full of Ritalin. I hit him with a little bit of riddle me this, riddle me that. My bad, fell asleep at the gas. No time to wait though. Elon Musk, I'm trying to bankroll. New Tesla just cause I say so. Electric whip like Ivan Van Gogh. I just did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, I've been on a mission. Okay, let's get it.
I've been on a mission like totally spice. My baddie, she bad, but she totally nice. Nails are blue en haar toes wil ik white. Ik compie niet met jou, dat is zo voor mijn lijk. He knew it for sure, but he left with a why. Yeah, we live, but we destined to die. En je tweede om mij, but I man, then I lie. I'm a lie. En ik voel me net Memphis de paai. En ik jag op de coat in de scene. Moest eigenlijk rennen, we lopen misschien. En ik wil niet eens kijken, mijn ogen die zien. En ze reden niet genoeg, dat ik kopen we 10. Doof in een bean. Hier co-star. I got 5 on my name, I got no star. Come to me just to see how my shows are.
They said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, I've been on a mission. Go. Okay, let's get it. Yeah, look, they said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, I've been on a mission. Go. Okay, let's get it. Got a little time on my hands like a wristwatch. I don't got time for the breaks and the pit stop. Race through the gridlock, take it like Chris Rock. Right to the chin, still win. Heavy metals like Slipknot. Got the driving, I got tunnel vision. I just hit my stride the way I run the business. I've been making paper like I'm Dunder Mifflin. See the end game, I got one division. Look, I don't ever bother with a critic. Hit him with a chronicle of Riddick. Boom, bottle full of Ritalin. I hit him with a little bit of riddle me this, riddle me that. My bad, fell asleep at the gas. No time to wait though. Elon Musk, I'm trying to bankroll. New Tesla just cause I say so. Electric whip like Ivan Van Gogh. I just did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, I've been on a mission. Okay, let's get it.
I've been on a mission like totally spice. My baddie, she bad, but she totally nice. Nails are blue en haar toes wil ik white. Ik compie niet met jou, dat is zo voor mijn lijk. He knew it for sure, but he left with a why. Yeah, we live, but we destined to die. En je tweede om mij, but I man, then I lie. I'm a lie. En ik voel me net Memphis de paai. En ik jag op de coat in de scene. Moest eigenlijk rennen, we lopen misschien. En ik wil niet eens kijken, mijn ogen die zien. En ze reden niet genoeg, dat ik kopen we 10. Doof in een bean. Hier co-star. I got 5 on my name, I got no star. Come to me just to see how my shows are.
They said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, I've been on a mission. Go. Okay, let's get it. Yeah, look, they said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, I've been on a mission. Go. Okay, let's get it. Got a little time on my hands like a wristwatch. I don't got time for the breaks and the pit stop. Race through the gridlock, take it like Chris Rock. Right to the chin, still win. Heavy metals like Slipknot. Got the driving, I got tunnel vision. I just hit my stride the way I run the business. I've been making paper like I'm Dunder Mifflin. See the end game, I got one division. Look, I don't ever bother with a critic. Hit him with a chronicle of Riddick. Boom, bottle full of Ritalin. I hit him with a little bit of riddle me this, riddle me that. My bad, fell asleep at the gas. No time to wait though. Elon Musk, I'm trying to bankroll. New Tesla just cause I say so. Electric whip like Ivan Van Gogh. I just did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, I've been on a mission. Okay, let's get it.
I've been on a mission like totally spice.
they innovated on it. And it's one thing that we need to understand. Please, if you can't hear me, please notify below. It's very important. So important. Okay, guys. So as I was saying, right, stalk the winners. Stalk the winners. Find people doing what they're doing. Find people that are doing it so well. Point out what it is they're doing that's making them stand out. Imitate. Then find out what it is they're not doing so well that you know needs to be done, and double down on that, and you're going to succeed. All right. So what one research you need to do on your own is find out who is solving this problem already. Like I said before, find out just three. It's a workshop. 3 competitors that are already solving the problems that you have identified. All right. If it's in the, like I give you examples, right? If it's in the fintech world now, people are not able to make transfers so easily. People are not able to open accounts as fast. There were times where if you wanted to resolve any issue with the bank, you had to go to a bank on Monday morning, queue from 8 till 1 before you could get to your turn, and then you go in, and then probably something that will take 30 seconds, 2 minutes. You spent your whole day, standing there. Companies like Kuda, companies like OP resolve that with a very, 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 very fast customer service, right? Find out what's working, find out who's doing it, and double down. Locate them, learn from them, right? In our world of YouTube, where you get videos like this one teaching you how these guys succeeded, we're going to have a few of them come up during the course of this bootcamp, and you're going to learn from them hands-on. They're going to tell you their experiences and how all of these things pulled out for them, and how it's been an awesome journey, right? You get to learn, find this information, and drown yourself in it, right? You will never regret it. I promise you. You won't regret it. Then you move on to find out, okay, what do they charge for the solution that they offer? What exactly do they charge? You can't go into a food business and then you're selling, let's say you produce jollof rice, jollof rice, and you now say this my jollof rice is worth 2 million naira per plate. It's a wonderful jollof rice. Maybe it will sell, but chances that I'll pick that jollof rice over the normal jollof rice I buy at 4K, 5K, it's unlikely, because it's way overpriced, and people know a fake from real. So even though your jollof rice recipe stands out, the pricing chases people away. So find out what they charge. People that are already succeeding in that area, find out what it is that they charge. All right. If you're going into tech, maybe you code, you design apps like the Facebook and the Instagram and the rest. How do they make their money? Do they go on and tell people before you sign up, you pay $10 a month? Or they work freemium, get so many people into their customer base, and then they raise their money from ads. So that's one we know with YouTube. There are a few of all these other ones, right? There are many other ways these guys earn. Find out, how do they charge? How do they raise their money? Then you move on to, what do people hate about these solutions that exist? What do people hate about the solutions that exist, right? What made Microsoft the Microsoft you know now? It's GUI, graphic user interface. Computers existed before it. We were taught in secondary school about the macro computers, the mini computers, the micro computers. Before we got to this version, nano computers and all, right? One issue was it will take longer for you to process simple information on the computer because it's all in code, it's all in zeros and ones. Very confusing, very bogus, right? Time consuming, space consuming, money consuming, right? Consumed so much energy and generated so much heat. It was a nuisance to the environment. Now, when Bill Gates came with his team, they looked at this and were like, okay, how do we fix this? And they created what we know as GUI, graphic user interface, for a layman to be able to look at the screen and interact with the computer without having to write code. All right, that broke reality. Literally took them to over 3 trillion at their hands right now. So you need to understand, what do people hate about their solution? Find out what these guys are not doing well. Double down on it. Double down on it. There was a video I came across recently about a company that was top 50 in the world. It was a real hotel company that was top 50, right? And then they wanted to go to top 1. They had recently had a change. So they had a new person running the board, right, for the company. And then he took his whole team to the best hotel, ranked by I think Forbes or so. Took them to the best hotel and they spent about a week there studying the business and finding out what it is that these guys do. Now, two things happened when they went for this excursion, right? Two things. The first group were focusing on what the companies did best. All right, this is how they folded their napkins, this is how they served, this is how they greeted you, this is how they welcomed you, all those good things that you see from hotels, right? These are the perks, these are the offers and the benefits and all of those things. How much they spend on innovations, things like that, you know. And then another group, which was led by the new CEO, focused on things that these guys neglected. What are those things that they were not doing so well, right? One thing that we noticed has been going on for a very long time in hotels is they don't necessarily treat beer drinkers with as much respect as they would treat wine drinkers. You could go to a five-star hotel and if you request for a wine, what you get is what's it called? You get a book, a menu, and then you can now go through the choices of wine they have available. But if you ask for beer, they just call it out. You want Hero or you want Carlson, those names and stuff like that. And then they're not treated with as much what's the word, ambiance as the wine consumers are. And that was a problem because you had a lot of people drinking beer, a whole lot of people drinking beer. And then because they were not treated as well, people switched to drinking wine. So he pointed that out along with some other things. Coffee as well. Coffee, they just had an espresso in there, and then if you want, just go there and have your coffee. But they didn't put this luxury to it. So people, evaded from that. Rather just go have a Starbucks and come to this hotel to drink coffee. So he went back to his hotel now and then doubled down on those two. Had someone standing a coffee sommelier and then had someone standing as a beer sommelier. So when you ask, I need beer, right? They come, you see a guy dressed and then he's proficient in what he's saying. This is what we have, and then there are combos. You can have this beer with this food, with this meal, and it goes so well. And then if you have two of this beer, you get this for free, stuff like that. And then they give you a menu, you pick, you feel at home, you feel welcomed. Guess what? They rose from top 50 to top 1 in the space of 2 years. That's the ability. That's the power of you spotting what your competition is not doing well, right? And doubling down on it. That's the power that you find in innovation, right? So that's another thing you need to do. And that's literally what my step 3 is trying to get across to you. Your advantage is the weakness of your competition. If you're not able to find that weakness, you don't have an advantage yet, right? Advantage traders, I just had to put that in. Advantage traders, before we became an LLC, a full-blown LLC, we're a trading company. And the major thing that we do at this trading company, right? The major thing we used to do at this trading company was the fact that we trade. And in a market of over $7 trillion daily liquidity, right? In that bigger market, one thing that makes you stand out and make all the money that you intend to make in this life is edge. It's your edge. All right. So if you do not have an edge, you will fall out because you're literally doing the same thing millions of traders are doing on a daily basis. So what's the chance that you beat them? All right. So it's kind of like a rat race, but you need an edge. With an edge, you're above. With an edge, you're ahead of the market. You're ahead of your competitors. All right. So you need an edge. Now, step 4, craft your offer. Craft your offer. In the beginning of this year, I closed a $900,000 deal, right, for seed funding of my company to scale up to where we currently are managing over $10 million in trading capital, right? What helped me do that was the offer crafted, right, alongside God's favor and mercies as well. It takes the glory. Craft your offer, all right? Craft the offer. Use this plug and play method. If you're not able to explain your business in one sentence, you don't have a business. Sorry to say. If you're not able to explain your business, what you do in one sentence, you don't have a business. You ask a lot of people, what do you do? They give you so much explanation. Hey, okay, I have this thing I'm working on, and then we bought this yesterday, and it's too much story. People don't care. They lose interest so fast. I mean, the attention span of the average use, the average person in our current current disposition is 10 seconds or less. So if you do not have something to keep them in, the cutout. All right, so use that to your advantage. All right, so this is the plug and play formula. I help dash, get dash, buy dash, without dash. Let me fill that in. I help the target audience get a result by a mechanism without an objection. All right, let me use an example. I help jobless graduates, that's your target audience, get remote gigs, that's your result, through AI upskilling, that's the mechanism, without tech experience needed. So you see that there, right? I help bakers sell online in 48 hours using WhatsApp automation, no website needed. All right, that explains literally what your business does. If I was trying to explain, if say the founders of Fiverr were going to pitch, that's pretty much what they'll go with. I help jobless graduates get remote gigs through AI upskilling, no tech experience needed. All right, that's one way you can design your own business and get funded so fast. All right, so you write yours. I want you to write it down. I'll give you the template again. I help a target audience get the results by mechanism without objection. I help X target audience get Y result by Z mechanism without objection. All right, so you fill those in, and then you're good to go. If you need the templates of this lecture, just I'm always there. I read every single comment. Comment below templates, and I'll send it to you directly. All right, comment below templates alongside your Instagram handle, and I'll send it to you directly. Okay, guys. So on to step 5. We don't have so much time. On to step 5. Launch your minimum viable product. Launch your minimum viable product. All right. Launch your MVP. Okay. Your MVP is a sales test, not a product necessarily. Right. It tests how viable your idea is. It tests how viable your idea is and how willing your market is to accept that idea. All right. Into the implementation phase. Launch your MVP. Okay. The formats of the course setup, you break it down and then you get started. Launch your MVP. I've seen this happen several times where people focus so much on planning that they forget implementation. All right, they focus so much on planning and they forget implementation. No, don't get me wrong, planning is good. But they're saying that if you fail to plan, you plan to fail from the onset already. Right? That's one thing that happens automatically. Planning is good, but while you plan, in fact, during your planning, I want you to break this down. You have long-term goals, mid-term goals, and then short-term goals. Long-term goals can be 5 years, 10 years, right? 5 years, a decade, right? Mid-term goals can be 3 years, 2 years. Short-term goals is 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, 1 month, 7 days, right? So have a long-term goal, probably 5 years. Break it down to a 3-year goal. Like have a 3-year goal that now achieves that 1 5. Have 1 year goal for each year up until the 5-year goal. And then you have a monthly goal to achieve each year goal. So you have, okay, fine, I want to do this by 2030, right? And break it down by 2027, I should have got 50 70% of that thing I want to do by 2030, right? So for 2025 now, what do I do in June that will help me achieve what I want to do with 2025? Not focusing on 2025. And then what would I do in July? Help me achieve what I want to do. Right. What would I do in August, in September, October, December? And that adds up to help me fulfill my goal for 2025. And do the same thing for next year and the year after. Don't focus on the whole picture. You won't get started. Right. So once you've done that, look for minimum viability. There's a reason he has the word minimum there. Right. The minimum viability, the one that's easiest to get started with, the one that you can get started with as fast as possible. As I say, you can't avoid failure. Failure is a part of your success. So try your best to get started as soon as possible, so you know what to not do. Because obviously you fail, every startup fails, right? So you find out, okay, this is what I need to iterate, this is what I need to fix, I need to tweak, and then you succeed in the next run, right? So fail fast, fail forward, create your minimum viable product, put it out there in the market, let the customer tweak it for you, tell you what's wrong and what they want and what's not necessarily what you're shoving down their throats, and then you go so far. Now for step 6, for sake of time, step 6, iterate to product market fit. Exactly what I just said. Iterate to product market. What's product market fit? Product market fit is your Apple. Product market fit is the laptops you use. Product market fit is the WhatsApp, as opposed to emails. People used to write in one time, right? Product market fit is the shirts you use right now, the shoes you wear from Nike, rather than you just wearing any. Product market fit is when your product is able to, it's appealing to your customer and they love your product, they want your product, and they want it so much so they buy recurringly, right? That's product market fit. Once your business has grown to attain product market fit, people are now interested in what it is you're doing. So you need to grow your business and iterate it until you get product market fit, right? So let me talk on this, right? This is a workshop, as I said before, and so I will break down a few steps because I don't have so much time. A few steps to get you to product market fit as fast as possible. Write down 10 contacts on your phone. 10, probably your friends, your family members, people around you. 10. Talk to all 10 of them about the idea you have. All right. Talk to all 10 of them and then get their feedback. Follow the same setup I told you before. That one sentence. I help this audience with this solution. All right. And this is how I do it without this. Okay. I help this target audience get these results with this mechanism without this objection, without these obstructions. All right. Now, when you tell these 10 people, get their feedback, take it down. All right. Then you launch a pilot program that helps do that for the people that actually have these problems. Probably 1 to 10 people. Now, getting 1 to 10 people is easy. That's why you should start with that. All right. Once you get that started, collect the data. Were they okay with it? What was their feedback? Oh, maybe I created a perfume brand and I sell perfume to over 1 million people making billions of dollars. Start with 10 people. All right. Get perfumes probably from a friend. Maybe you're not producing now. Get perfumes from a friend. Find someone who needs perfumes. Sell it to them. Let them use it. And then they give you feedback. You document it. Collect that data. All right. So it will help you with iterations and then future things. Now, once you have done that, you know what you should do next, what you shouldn't do next. All right. And then you'll be able to work on these things. You'll be able to work on these things. And then once you've been able to work on it, you've been able to tweak it to fit in. All right. You now go on to grow. You grow customer acquisition, and then you increase in sales. You go from 10 people to 100 people, and you monitor this. You go from 100 people to 1,000 people, right? There are several ways you can get this because you grow from a level of referrals. You not necessarily you start to use ads. You start building your brand, which was one of these things, and then you keep growing. You keep growing. You build up from there. All right. So I have a final challenge before we round up. Final challenge. I want you to drop I help and your MVP plan in the chat box below. All right. Do that and then go to Instagram, Advantage Official 01. And then once you have gone to Instagram, Advantage Official 01, post whatever your MVP and tag us in the section. Tag us in the description. Sorry. Right. Once you tag us there, see your post, I'll be able to help you. So whatever business you have, right, the best submission gets featured, reviewed, and mentored for free. All right. We have this VIP community that people pay to get into about $1,000 a month. All right. So we're going to do that for the best submission. So this is the pitch. This is the idea I have. All right. This is my minimum viable product. This is the plan I have. This is how much I need to get that to work. All right. You do that and you tag us on Instagram. All right. For now, we're only on Instagram. All right, so do that and then get back to you. All right, so this is where I call it a day. Thank you so much for tuning in. I believe you learned a lot. I know there has been so many hicks here, from the audio to the video to the timing. I mean, we're going to fix all of this, I promise you. I just hope you learned a lot. Thank you so much for joining in. Till tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be actually packed. We'll be having an awesome person. So yeah, an awesome person with us. We're going to be announcing probably by tomorrow morning. All right, so stay tuned. Stay tuned. God loves you. We're here building billionaires. Don't miss out. Cheers.
Recording stopped.